and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I'm here all day.
First carry for Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Let's go.
At the 39-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line.
Watch left, watch left, watch left.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal.
Right there. 54 Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, first and 10 at their own 26. Mariota. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Derrick Henry. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Henry.
Check 43.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Hey, watch a slant, watch a slant.
From the gun, Mariota. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third and long for Mayfield. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run with Henry. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Brett Kern now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Landry now on the return. 6-0 our score after one. The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All day, baby, all day.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
56.
Mariota on first down.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On second and 10, Mariota. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Under crunch. 53's the mic. Check 53. Here we go, D. All day, D.
Mariota to throw it this time. He completes it to Bryant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 30-yard play on third. On the read option, it's Mariota. He comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
At the 36-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Play fake. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Mike 56. Mike's 56. He's tired of you.
After the penalty, it's Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They don't want it.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the end. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. On 2nd and 7, Mariota. It's caught by Bryant. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. The Lions have scored again, widening their lead even further. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield now. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
50 the mic, 50 the mic. Not today, you want that?
Going to the air again with Mayfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
SOS.
Mayfield with it once more. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Sheldon Richardson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
That's trash. Bravo.
Now Mariota.
Hey, pick your game up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Mayfield now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Hey, I'm coming.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Set, 180. 50. Hey, alert 33. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
A run for Nick Chubb. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Max 50, Max 50, Max 50.
Here's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Alert!
From the gun, Mayfield.
Let him know!
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Let's go!
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing is Mariota, complete to Bryant. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Dez Bryant, 76 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The end result, 21 yards.
So we got man.
Chubb on the counter, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
50, check my 50. Hey, watch the lane.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Right there, 56. Bandit. Like 56.
They begin with Henry, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. They'll run it again with Henry. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 50.
From the gun, Mariota. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. First target, first catch, and a first down. To throw is Mariota. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I can't believe they let you play.
Mariota now. Bryant has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
at the 30-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
You're not ready.
Throwing again on second down. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mariota complete. This is Lewis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw again on second down, Mariota. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Joe Schobert able to record his 5th sack of the season. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Mariota to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They run. Chubb. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Following the interception here, Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and...
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go, G. 53. 53 is the mic.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. On the move to his left. And the ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
180.
Mike 50. We got to get the ball, D.
On the carry, it's Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Running the jet sweep, Landry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
You ain't going nowhere.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And they will take a knee here.
Mike. 180.
Ball back for the offense. Let's go.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Browns, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback.
Let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it? Let's see some hustle out there today. Got a big game this week. Come on.
What now?
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league more valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W. Throw up, forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see
crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the blues. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the blues. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the blues. Yeah, now, 180.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, huh? They Ella, they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, huh? This for the that hate us, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When the not save us, yeah, be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause I on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out,
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choke, blow on. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit, then ex-slick, then he with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole for the all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made a shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it